Stop doing land banking in your village. Stop doing land banking in your village. If you're a young boy, if you're below 35, if you're below 50, stop buying lands in your village. Buy lands in the city. Buy lands in a neighboring city. Invest your money in a city that is closer to the state capital. For instance, if you are in Aba, buy land in villages that are closer to Aba. They will develop fast more than your village. When I was in Aba, years ago, I was born and brought up in Aba. Understand? So, Obunumo is a place that people does not even know. People from there see that village, they come to Aba to rest, to reside. Okay? They leave Obunumo to Aba to reside. But people who are visionaries, who see vision, keeps on buying land in Obunumo. They live Aba and keep buying land in Obunumo now. Now, Obunumo is one of the biggest cities in Aba now. It is overnight, well developed. There are infrastructures there in Obunumo in Aba now. Okay? But in your village, if you give your Obunumo 10 years and give your village 10 years for land banking, Obunumo will develop more than your village because there is nothing adding development into that place. But Aba is filled up, and whenever a place is filled up by people leave that place to another neighboring city around that same location. Okay? But your people are leaving your village to the city. So that city they are coming to, which is Aba, a lot of all the whole villages around there, around that city, will be fully developed. That is why you don't need to do land banking in your village. It must be where your village is not closer to a city. You do land banking in a city, a place that is 10 minutes drive from the city, 20 minutes drive from the city, 30 minutes drive from the city, or even 45 minutes drive from the city. Okay? People are buying land in Obohe, inside Obohe, in Obohe. People are investing properties there. These are places you should invest your property in. You will see about then the next village or the next city around that same capital, around the state capital, should be your target. The next village or the next city within any state capital should be your target for investment. Because very soon development will hit their speed, which you will never imagine. So I'm giving you an information. Don't do land banking in your village. Do land banking in the city or village that is closer to a city. Because there is nothing added development there. Development comes by people. Land does not develop on itself. Land does not appreciate on itself. Land appreciates by people. Land appreciates by comments. Land appreciates by growth. Land appreciates by people's development. It is people that will bring development into the land. It is people that will bring value into a property. So land does not develop on itself. It is people. That's why people choose into the city more than your village. Your village members leave your village to the city. That's the same way a lot of people in different villages leave the villages to the city. That's the same thing you yourself that wants to buy land should do land banking in the city. A city, a place that is closer to the city. Now we are in Oka. Oka is fully urbanized and developed. By the way, it's the state capital of Anambra State. Okay? It's becoming more beautiful every day. With the new infrastructures that has been mounted by this state administration now. This current administration. Oka is witnessing light. Anambra State is the light of the nation, but this administration has made it obvious that Oka, to be precise, is witnessing light. All the whole place in Anambra State has been developed, have been fixed. All the whole roads have been fixed. If you know what is happening in Oka, in Anambra State, any land you see around Anambra State, buy that land. If you see what is happening in Anambra State now, as I speak to you, any property that you see around Anambra State and its vicinity, invest your money there. Put your money there. Because Anambra has one of the biggest amusement parks in Southeast, if not Nigeria at large. The new government line, one of the best in Southeast. The different structures, the road has been constructed, street lights. Okay? So all the whole villages around this Oka, all the whole extended villages around this Oka are witnessing development. Amasi is opening. Amasi is high. We can get a property 10 million, 15 million, 20 million in Amasi now. Ebenebe is a new place and is also among the new Oka 2.0. This is where your money should be. Okay? We have Intiara, we have Ndukwemi, we have Nibo, we have Mise. All these locations are where your money should be. Now we have a property that is just 15 minutes away from Oka, which is the state capital. This property is in Ukulu and is selling for 2.5 million naira. This property is good for land banking. It is not just because it is 15 minutes away from the city. There are a lot of things that is happening in that same location that I'm sharing to you now. A lot of development that is coming there. Could you imagine that this property is at the back of the prestigious Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University and the Gugumonso School? Do you know? Are you aware? Are you aware of that? And that is a place, a location where you put your money for a better return on investment. For 100% return on investment. There is no way you put your money in this property in Ukulu that is selling for 2.5 million naira that is not guaranteed for return on investment in the future. You have to make an investment now. If you are below 35, 40, 50, make an investment now. For you to build a house, you must need a land. For you to build a house, you must need a land. And that is what I'm telling you now. Land banking is one of the safest ways to save money and to grow it. Land banking is one of the safest ways to save money and to grow it. There are a lot of things that land can do to you. Even in the Bible, people use land as collateral for food. People use land as collateral for food. It is written in the Bible. In Egypt, they sold their land to Joseph because of food they want to eat, but they have the collateral for exchange of food. Land is good for farming. You can buy land for land banking and farm on it. There is hunger in the country now. You need a property where you will do farming, where you farm. It is not the one that you are the one that will cultivate it. You can pay for laborers to cultivate your property for the crops for you. During harvest, you pay them to harvest it for you. Things are expensive. Food are becoming too expensive. Your land, the land you have, you already bought, or the one you are about to buy, have a lot to do for you. If you don't have farmers, we can call farmers to farm on your property. If you don't have farmers, immediately you get allocation in any of your property, call farmers to farm on it. It is another way to raise money. If you want to sell yourself, if you want to use it to eat it, you use it and eat. Okay? If you're a family person, you need to engage in farming. If you're a family person, you're a family man, you need to engage in farming. It is not a must that you are the one that will cultivate that place. We have laborers that will do that for you. You can also farm plantation. You can also farm plantains. There are so many things that land will do for you. There was a Bible that said, build your houses and also farm on your garden so that you will cultivate it or you will harvest it. You will harvest it when the harvesting time comes. That is why you don't need to joke with land. There are a lot of things you can do with land. It's not about paying for land and also leave it for land banking for years. You can buy land and cultivate on it. By the time you want to build, you scrape everything and start your project. Okay? So this property we have for land banking in Ukulu is good for land banking. And also, you can farm on it. Immediately you buy this property, we are giving you your documentation. These are people who already bought. And these are their documents. Okay? These are people who already bought property. These are their documents. Immediately you purchase, we give you allocation and give you your documentation. And you start farming if you want to farm. Or you start building if you want to build. We also encourage our investors to also fence their property immediately they are given allocation. Okay? So these are some certain things you need to consider, and these are some certain steps you need to take. Okay? It is not always good for you to just buy land and leave it that way. It is not good for you to buy property and you just leave it. Put something there. When you farm on it, is also another avenue of taking possession of your property. When you put fence on it, it is one of the full ways of taking possession of your property. There are so many things land can do for you. Most big men, when their businesses crumble, they sell their property and rise again. Most businesses, immediately they have issues in their business, they sell most of their property and rise again. That is the purpose of land investment. It is not always about making profit or answering landlord or landowner. There are some things you need to do on it. You need to farm on it, you need to fence it, you need to farm on it, you need to do poultry on it, you need to do fish farming on it, you need to do crop farming on it. There are a lot of things that empty land you have can do for you. You can call people to do that for you if you don't have chance. If you don't have the time, and make your money. And make your money. Our property in Ukulu that is selling for 2.5 million naira is very affordable now. Very soon, in the next 30 days, this property will be moving to 3.9 million naira. And this is your chance to own a property here. The reason most of our family, most of our fathers and mothers and uncles made a mistake is because of ignorance. They will tell you, yes, I know when this property was selling for 40,000, and I have that 40,000, I couldn't buy it. I know when all these places were bushes, and people are buying this property to 200,000, I have the money, but I couldn't buy it. It is because of lack of information and ignorance. They know, they saw, but they can't buy. But now we have used different medium, different social platform to get this gospel of real estate to your ear, which you will not still take action. I bought my first property 2021. That property I bought it for 1,250,000. The year 2021. A plot of property there now is worth 5 million naira. Assuming I didn't take that step of investing in property in 2021, that 1,250,000 naira, I would have finished eating it and also go and certificate them through certification. Okay? Or I would have gone to club with it and flex the money, which a lot of people watching me does. You make 1 naira, you go to club. You make 2 naira, you go to club. Tomorrow you will go and be asking whether they have styled you, whether people are pushing you, whether mommy or dad spiritual people are pushing you, whether you are the one that is doing yourself. You lack advice, you lack knowledge, and you are ignorant. You understand? My father was my first mentor in real estate. He taught me how to buy properties. Immediately I made money, he said, put it online. He made a mistake of getting certain land. He would have been a landlord, but he made a mistake. Which I don't want most of you that is listening to me to do that same mistake, to make that same mistake. Okay? Invest in this property now, which is selling for 2.5 million naira with free documentation. This is a real estate company. It's a real estate property. We will secure your land for you, and your money and your land will be safe and secure. Okay? But most of you that are listening to me will never take action. And let me advise you, never you send someone who haven't gotten a property on each name. Don't send poor people to go and inspect property for you. It is an aberration. It's unacceptable. Someone that haven't spent money buying property that is looking for commission, don't send that person to come and inspect land for you. He will discourage you. He will see the property that development is coming over there, and will tell you that this property is too far, it's too far. Because he sees the property with his naked eyes, one, and he never bought, two, and he has been missing opportunity. Hey, 10 years later now, ask him. He said, I know when this place is going to be like this. I even went there. But the place was too pushy. Now look at the place, they will be the one confessing. That is ignorant. Poor people, that is what they do. Poor people, that is what they do. Don't send someone that doesn't know about investment to come and inspect property for you. Don't send that person. Send an expert. Use a real estate expert, or you use a property lawyer, or you use a surveyor. Not people that drive keke that cannot afford 2 million naira to buy property. You send that person to come and inspect property for you. What feedback is he going to give? Most especially when he is not the one that is direct, that will have commission, or that have interest in that said property. He is not going to tell anything that will benefit you. I have seen it. I'm talking with experience. Okay? Don't send people like that to come and inspect property for you. Send professionals, send realtors, those that have been trained in that same location. For me to invest in a property, there are some things I need to check and observe. Number one, I need to know what is happening there that can bring money, that can bring profit. If I put my money in this place, what will give me profit in return? These are some certain things you need to check whenever you want to make a real estate investment. What will give me profit? What will I benefit? What is happening here that will give me profit if I should put my money here? These are things you should check before you make any investment in such location. It is not every property that is good for land banking that can bring profit. There's a property you will buy, each year they are still there, no profit. Not because of nothing is going on there and nothing is going to add value here. Okay? Nothing is going on here and nothing is adding value in that property. So whenever we want to buy a property for land banking, we must first observe what is going on here, what has happened here, and what is about to do here. Okay? What is about to do here? The property we have in Ukuru, we have a real estate company that are in partnership with the state government. They want to build schools, they want to build duplexes, they want to build bungalows, they want to turn that to a mega city. If you go there, the roads are wide. The roads are wide, double lane. We have wider road there more than the one we have in the city of Okasel. In this Ukuru, double lane, well planned. These are some locations where you will put your money. In 2 years, you will make your money and return. These are locations where your money should be. If you are listening to me in overseas, if you are listening to me in Canada, if you are listening to me from UK, if you are listening to me from US, if you are listening to me from China, from Senegal, from Singapore, from Hong Kong, from Asia, Europe, Germany, anywhere you are listening to me, pay attention to this information. Before you want to make an investment, a purchase of land, first of all, know what is happening there that will give you money in the future. Know whether is population moving into this place. Is there any population? Is the population moving into this place? What will drive growth in this place? Is there any marketplace that they are moving into that place? Is there any government facilities that are already there or that they are bringing into this place? This property in Uklu has all the answers to all these things I just listed now. There is school, it is just 4 minutes drive from Chukwemeka Odumegwu University in Ebayam. It shares the same proximity with Ukulu. Just 4 minutes away. In fact, most hostels of the students of Chukwemeka Odumegwu University, 90% of them are in Ukulu. 90% of those hostels are in Ukulu. They are here. The Bubemoso school is in Ukulu and is at the back of this property. All these things are structures that can add value to a property, which I advise you never to miss. I have been on live broadcast. I want to educate you on a lot of things that you should consider whenever you want to do land banking. It's selling for 2.5 million naira with free documentation. If you invest in this property, you are getting deed of conveyance, which also gives you an authority or opportunity to do your CFO freely. You cannot do CFO with any other document apart from deed of conveyance. You cannot do a CFO with deed of assignment. Never. Even if you have deed of assignment in your property, you must get a deed of conveyance. That is what we are giving our clients. That's what we are giving them. Deed of conveyance. Deed of conveyance. Are you seeing it there? These are people that are already bought. These are people that are already bought. Then we will also give you irrevocable power of attorney. Nobody is taking your land away from you. It is yours. If you want to sell it, you decide what to do on it. If you want to farm, you farm. If you want to build, you build. You are the one to decide on what to do. We have given you deed of conveyance, which transfer ownership from Thrive Lands and Homes Limited to you. And you are 100% ownership, which means if you want to start building there immediately, you can build it. It's yours. It belongs to you. Okay? And we have given you irrevocable power of attorney, which means nobody is taking your property away from you. It is irrevocable. Government cannot come one day and say, give me back our property. This is you. This is yours. It's irrevocable. Okay? Whenever you want to buy property, make sure you check the titles and documentations of that property you want to buy. Power of attorney is not the land title. That the property has power of attorney. It's not the land title. Go and check. Make your research before you put your money there. Go and check. Make your research before you put your money there. A property that has power of attorney, it is not the land title. That's why whenever you want to do land investment, do that investment with a professional that knows the game, that knows what real estate investment is all about. What is the meaning of harmonize? Do an investment with a real estate expert, with a realtor, somebody that has been in that game for years. Take advices from realtors Just the way you take health advices from your doctors. When you need a health advice, you visit your physician, your doctor in the hospital. When your car got spoiled, or there's something you want to fix in your car, you go nowhere to go. You go to mechanic. But what is it whenever you want to buy land? You send people that doesn't know anything about land to come and check land for you. What do you think the feedback would be? What do you think the feedback would be? What would you think the feedback would be whenever you want to make a purchase? You will send people that doesn't know anything about property, anything about people that drive keke. He said, "You carry your keke and go and check property for me." What do you think the feedback would be? That is the reason they say we are sending them property, and you are sending them to come and inspect for you. A blind man cannot lead a blind man. It is not possible. It is not possible. It cannot be done. A blind man cannot lead a blind man. It is impossible. Whenever you want to make a property purchase, look for professionals in that field. That you buy property closer to you. Yeah, like you and your property, you are living together. This is you, and the next land, empty land is your property. Doesn't guarantee safety or safe. Doesn't mean it's safe. You want to make a land purchase, and you are sending KK people. You are sending people that doesn't have property on their name. You are sending people that doesn't know what it takes to have a property. You are sending people that doesn't know anything about land. What do you think the feedback would be? They will say, "Hey, this place is inside. Hey, this place is like this. Hey, the road is scattered." Like what one person did few days ago. A property that has access road, he went back and gave a feedback that this property doesn't have an access road just because we managed to pass the road that a place that got spoiled in the road, that we managed to pass through that place on our going and our returning. Because of that single act, he went and gave feedback that the property does not have good access road. What type of access road do you need in a property? A property that we drove in. And he went and gave feedback that the property does not have a good access road. Are you buying property in Oka? Are you buying property in Oka? Even in Oka, there are some roads that are bad. That is not accessible. That is not accessible. These are mistakes a lot of people do. When they want to buy property, they will send people that doesn't know anything about property. How can you see a property that we drove from the junction to the property? We drove, and you go and give a reply, a feedback that the property does not have a good access road. What type of access road do you need? What type of access road do you need? What? Tell me the type of access road you need. A property that, if I send you the video of this property, we drove to that same location, we do video, on a mass inspection, we go there, we do video. Someone came, you sent KK people, all kind of people, to go and inspect land for you. They came because there is a pothole that we swim and pack. Just because of that, he went and gave a report that the property does not have a good access road. Why will he give such report? Because he wants the buyer. He wants to be the direct man. So the buyer will buy through him, and he makes commission. Okay? This is very bad and unacceptable. Stop sending people who are not professionals to go and inspect land for you. It is even more better that you demand for virtual inspection. If you have a trusted realtor, it is better and advisable you demand a virtual inspection. Okay? As long as you trust this company, as long as you trust these people, it is good you demand a virtual than sending people who doesn't know anything about property or land acquisition to come and take property for you. This is the reason why a lot of you will regret and lose your money and lose the opportunity. This is the thing. This is it. They will send inexperienced person to come and verify land for them. Stop it. Stop that act. It is not good. It is unfair and unacceptable. Okay? Start dealing with a real estate investment expert. Start dealing with property lawyers. Not every lawyer. Not every lawyer. Most of these lawyers does not have money to buy land. Most of these lawyers, you see, all these lawyers, charge and lawyers, they don't have money to buy land. One of my clients from Canada sent his lawyer to go and inspect a property for him. See, what I'm telling you is true experiences. I'm not here to tell story or try to manipulate you to buy from me. No, I have a lot of Facebook people that have bought property for me, which I appreciated. Okay? One of my clients from Canada sent his lawyer to come and buy property for me. His lawyer went on a site inspection without my notice because he asked for directions. After he went there, he gave a wrong feedback. I mean, a totally wrong feedback. When my client tested me, he gave me a feedback of what the lawyer said. I told him this is unacceptable. In fact, let's go on a virtual inspection. All the whole things I explained to this man, this property is a social place. We have neighboring estates. We have social people. I went there myself, showed them the whole property. I drove from there to my property and showed him how this property looks like. And said, your lawyer gave you a false feedback. Maybe because of selfish interest. Most of these people have selfish interest. Sometimes let them speak up. We can hide them. Let them speak up. They are giving false feedback. How can you see something that is white and say it's black? These are inexperienced people, and you don't need them when it comes to financial investment or financial businesses. What they do is to prepare documents and all these things. Most of them are not good at land inspection. You need an expert in that field. You need someone in that field to tell you the truth. You need someone you know that will give you the feedback of what you are demanding for. You need them. It's not everybody that will send to do land inspection for you. I keep telling people. I keep telling everybody. I keep telling everybody. It is not everyone that you will see and you send this person to go and do land inspection for you. How do they know? Look for an expert. When you want to build your house, you will look for an expert. When you want to build your own house, you will look for an expert and tell this expert architect or expert is to go and do this thing for you. But when it comes to land acquisition, you will look for people who doesn't even know what land is all about to come and inspect land for you. It is unacceptable. It is not good. Stop doing all those things. Look for realtors. There are so many realtors, thousands of realtors online. Look for someone you trust. Look for someone you trust. Look for someone you trust. Do not banking in our property. Any property that we launch, be the first person to buy property there. Any property that we launch at Thrive Lands and Homes Limited, be the first person to buy property there. Be the first person to invest money there. Immediately we have a new rice acquisition, invest there. We take our time to examine our property, to scrutinize it before we put money there. We understand the scam in this business. We understand how you have been scammed in this business. Me and you know that there are scams in anything wealth industry, in anything financial industry. There are a lot of scams. Real estate, there are a lot of scams in real estate. Then how do you avoid this scam? It is by dealing with a professional. It is by dealing with a realtor who is always visible. It is like dealing with someone who always appears to you on a daily basis. But you people will neglect all these people and go to other persons that you don't even know, or somebody recommend it to you, and you will get duped. They will dupe you, and you will still return to me and tell me this is what happened. Just like most of you on my Facebook page, this is what happened. If you come to my inbox, this is what happened. This is what I have been passing through. Look at what happened. I bought this property here in Port Harcourt. This is what happened. You have bought this here, but you left you left me, and go and buy that property without consultation. After you have been duped and misused the money, you now come back to me because you know that I'm visible. But before I buy that property, you didn't notice me. It is bad. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Buy property in all our estates. We have a property in Ebenebe. Ebenebe is among the Oka 2.0. And this property is surrounded about, let me say, 6 estate companies I have surrounded in this location. This is Thrive Land Residence Ebenebe. It is selling for 6.5 million naira. This property has about 6 real estate companies surrounding this particular property. We don't have so many plots there. Okay? We share the same boundary. The same boundary, not proximity. We share the same boundary with one of the notable property, the real estate companies, which you know. Okay? We share the same boundary, same proximity with them. Okay, let me say P1. We have P1 property. We share the same boundary with them. Okay? We are selling for 6.5 million naira, and it's the cheapest you can get. It's the most affordable property you can get on this place. But you will not buy it. You will go to another place and get scammed. After you get scammed, you come to my DM and you start telling me that you were scammed. But I will tell you not to get scammed and how to avoid scam. I will telling you. Now we have our newest acquisition that is selling for 2.5 million naira. 2.5 million naira in Ukulu. I told you about this property countless times. You have been seeing my videos, you have been watching it, you have been seeing my videos, you have been seeing my promos, you have been seeing it, you have been watching it, but you get quiet. By the time it will finish, you will see come to me and ask me, this property, is this still selling? If you don't have the complete money, with 500,000 naira, you will be a landowner here. With 500,000, we will give you time to complete the payment here. With just 500,000, we will give you time. We will give you time to complete your payment in this property. We give 3 months, we give 4 months, we give 5 months, we give 6 months. There will be a time out of our magnanimity, depending on how many properties and how many, what of millions of properties you are buying for. We can even give you 1 year. We can even give you 1 year and 6 months, depending on the amount and what of property you are buying from us. We are running a promo. If you buy 10 plots of land here now, we give you one for free. But most of you, a lot of you, will still miss this opportunity. A lot of you that is watching me now, will still miss this opportunity. If you buy 5 plots here, we'll give you one for free. If you buy 10 plots here, we'll give you 2 for free. And it is limited offer. It is limited offer. It is an offer that doesn't last long. But will you buy? Will you buy? Will you invest in this property? Will you invest in Ukulu? Will you buy? Will you buy? Invest in land banking now. Do land banking now. Stop doing land banking in your village. Do land banking in cities, in villages that is closer to the city. Because the city is fully saturated. And people are leaving the city to all this neighboring village. By the time you invest your money here, by the time you do land banking here, by the time you buy 1 plot of land or 2 plots of land here, by the time development comes here, you will be the landlord there. You will be a landlord. See, most times you don't buy property because you like that place. You buy property because of what is going on there and what you will benefit there. You buy property that when appreciation comes, when development comes, you can sell it and use your money for another thing. This property now that is selling for 2.5 million naira, that is promo price of, if you buy 10 plots of land here, we are giving you 1 plot for free. 1 plot for free with free documentation. The things that are going on here, the infrastructures that are going on here, we are surrounded with about 6 estate companies here, which also imagine development coming here with speed. It will be speed. Development will come here with speed. In fact, the place is witnessing development because those that have about 1,000 plots are developing them, putting double lanes there. But you are watching me. You don't want to take action. The world does not belong to lookers. People when they look too much, or watchers. People when they watch. The world does not belong to planners. People when they plan. Every time you keep planning. Or thinkers, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? You have the money, why not put 500,000 and secure this place? You keep thinking, you keep planning. The world does not belong to you. The world belongs to action takers. Those that take action. You have the capacity to take action. Why not take that action? I will get back to you. I will get back to you. I will call my mother. I will call my father. I will get back to you. I will call you two weeks. I will call you 3 weeks time. I will call you next month. I will call you next 2 months. Are you not tired? Are you not tired of getting back to them? Are you not tired of getting back to those rectors? Are you not tired of sending inexperienced people to come and check property for you? Are you not tired? Why not deal with an expert? Why not deal with a real estate investment expert like me? Why not test me that you want to do land banking in Ukulu now? Why not come to my DM and say, I want to do land banking in Ukulu? Can you do that? Are you ready to do land banking now? A property that is just 15 minutes away from Oka. It is one of the best places and the best location you will invest your money. Can you call me now and say, Don, please, I want to do land banking? Can you do that? If you can do that, text me now. Now. Thank you very much. I'm ending this live broadcast. My name is Wadike Charles, but you, as you all know me on Facebook, Don Charles Wadike. Okay? I'm a real estate investment expert. I'm the lead consultant, Thrive Lands and Homes Limited, and also the chairman of Thrive Lands and Homes Limited. Call my number now. My number is 080-3193-9587. Call me now that you want to do land banking. My PA will respond to you, and if I have chance, I can respond to you immediately. Thank you, and God bless you. See you next time.